I'm Anil Kumar, and in this particular video I'll give you two test problems which are based on similar triangles, and these are challenge questions which I have seen so many times in the test paper. So let me sketch two right triangles. Let us say one triangle is kind of like this. Okay. Let's say that is our right triangle. Here we have perpendicular, right? So which makes a right triangle. Plus what we have here is this side is also 90 degrees. So we have in this three right angles, right? So one right triangle is the big one. Other two we have these small ones. Correct. So I'll make one more similar kind of a problem, and let us say this time again we have same kind of triangle. Okay, so I'm keeping it similar. Right, so here also we have a right triangle which has two right triangles, rather three. So when I drop a perpendicular, it forms these two right triangles, and I am taking that angle also as right angle. Now my question is, let us say I have this triangle ABC, and I'll give you some dimensions, and let us say this side is 8 and this side is 2. You need to find the other sides of this triangle, and let me call them XYZ, let's say XY and Z. So that is the first question. In the second question, what I will do is that I'll give you the dimensions as let us say you know the whole length. Let's say this length is known to you as, let's write down value, let us say 10, and you know one of the sides, right? So let me say this side has to be smaller, of course, and let us say this side is I'm trying to think of value which could give you easier results. Okay, so it could be, okay, so let's say 4. Okay, 4. Okay. Now the idea here is that you have to find the length of the altitude, which is P, and this side, which is Q. So that is your question. Now how are you going to do these two questions? How are you going to solve these two questions? Think about it. You can pause the video, think about it, and then try to solve it, right? Now here is a hint for you. We know that these are similar triangles, and so what we can do is, for example, I will find x for you in this particular triangle. As you can see, this is 90. If I say that the angle here is theta, let us say, then this angle is going to be 90 minus theta. Is it okay? If this is 90 minus theta, this angle is going to be theta, and if that is theta, this angle will be 90 minus theta. Is that okay? Right. Now if that is the case, let me call this point as D. In that case, triangle ABD is similar to triangle, so we are saying triangle ABD is similar to triangle BCD. Why? Because in these triangles, triangle ABD, what we see is that the angle ABD is theta, right? Is theta, which is equal to angle BCD, which is theta, right? Secondly, we find that they are right triangles. Angle BDA is equals to 90 degrees, right? And which is also equals to angle BDC. So these two are similar triangles. Since these two are similar triangles, I can write their ratios as equivalent ratios, correct? So we can write here that 8 over x, so 8 is the side opposite to angle theta, in this triangle, side opposite to angle theta is x, is equals to x over, and x is 90 minus theta opposite, so opposite to 90 minus theta is 2, so x over 2. Is it okay? So when you cross multiply, 8 times 2 you get 16 as x square, right? And therefore x is equals to square root of 16, which is equal to 4 for you. So what I've done here is I found x for you. Okay. Now as an additional exercise, you can find y and z. To find y and z, you can use other similar triangles, this small with the bigger one, or this one with the bigger one, or any strategy you find better to use, right? Now I'll also give you reference of geometric mean theorem. You can look into that also as an additional help. You will see here that x is geometric mean of these two numbers, right? 8 times 2 square root. Do you see that? 8 times 2 square root, right? Similarly, we can find what y is. Y is square root of complete length divided by 2, and z is square root of, so those are the answers, right? But you have to see these answers after you solve them. So I can give you answers here. Y is square root of, total length is 10 times 2, and z will be equals to square root of total length 10 times the corresponding side, which is closer to z, which is 8. That means square root of 80. So these are the answers for the first one. Now to solve the second one, apply the similar strategies, maybe from that side, and get your answers, right? So you'll begin with a big triangle, since you know this 10, and a small triangle. Which one is this small triangle, since you know one of the sides, right? So that should help you to find the solution. So basically you should start from here, go backwards, you'll get your solution. I hope that is a good review also for your own test. Thank you and all the best.